So this is the entrance to Downhill House, now in ruins. Over the next few nights, I'm going to come here and going to photograph the architecture, going to photograph the landscape, the seascape, and just for a change, that train that runs beneath Mussenden Temple. The idea is to take photographs in different light and see how that light affects that end product. So let's get started. And we've got some really nice light here at the moment, right on the ruins of Downhill House. You've got a lovely lead line coming along here, and you've got this wonderful section of grass in front just moving in the wind. So once again, we'll take a shot, and if the shot works, you know what comes next. And sheltering out of the wind now at the side of the ruins of the house, you can see along there's the bar mouth, you can see Portstewart Strand, you can see the church at Castle Rock, and you can see right across to Portrush and the Causeway headlands. This is quite some view along here, quite some view. And around to the side there we have the mausoleum. Okay, stay with us. So up at Downhill House now, going to walk up the steps through the house, down along and take a few photographs inside, emerge from the other exit and walk down to the temple. Very different here tonight. The last time we were here filming the Halloween video, total darkness, very spooky. As you can see, a number of people down there this evening. It is quite busy. So we're going to walk down now towards the temple, then we're going to take a left and we're going to follow the wall along because there's a classic shot coming up. If you know your train timetables, you probably know what this shot is. The temple here, it's absolutely extraordinary when you photograph it at night, on a clear night, and quite a few times we've been here, and on some of those occasions been really lucky indeed to get the northern lights behind it. That is really quite special. So I'm going to walk down, take a left, and hope that the train is on time.
There it goes. All over there.
Yeah.
Over through, and you see a railway line.
Yeah, just over there.
Yeah.
And here we have the train. Well done, Northern Ireland Railways, on time. Now down on the beach there at this time of the year is a pretty good time to be photographing sunrise. The sun will be rising to the left of the temple and it can be quite spectacular. It's also really helpful if you go along and try and take a photograph there that you make sure you've charged your batteries up beforehand. Some years ago, got up so early, came along here, thought I got a spare battery in the backpack, got here, switched the camera on and it went straight off, no battery in it. I had to revert to using what I hate doing, using the mobile phone. So if you want to know what takes a good photograph, prepare. Make sure you've got enough battery power and make sure you don't leave anything at home. Now, we talked earlier about what makes a good photograph, and here's a very good example of that. You've got the sunlight that's on Mussenden Temple, and if you look to the right hand side, you've got the wall that runs all the way along towards it, and that's called a lead line in photography. It leads you towards the main subject of the photograph. So we'll take a shot of that and you can have a look and see what you think. Now we're around the other side of the temple, and this is the classic shot of that temple. So Mussenden Temple, again the wall acting as a lead line right to the temple. It's a shame there's a ruddy generator right next to it, but as we move along the horizon you can see those crepuscular rays once again looking quite sweet over the Inishowen Peninsula. So I'm going to set up here and take a shot and see what we get. Well, the conditions are definitely different tonight, and there's something that's even worse. If you see the swallows swooping low along here, there's a reason for that. It's an absolute plague of midges around tonight, all over the place, and biting and whatever. Not really very good. So what a difference a couple of days makes. I was here 2 days ago and the sun was actually illuminating the entrance to Downhill House there. The cloud that's rolled in now, very, very different tale. Mind you, I've got the swallows, which may be my favourite bird, swooping low. Taking a long exposure shot here to see whether we can get any cloud movement. And if it works, I'll stick it in the video. Don't think it will though. And I don't think this is going to get much better, to be honest. But if you don't go, you don't know. So we'll hang in there. Now we've got some people coming through, and I've just asked one of them if they would kindly pose for a silhouette in the doorway, and they've agreed. That also makes a pretty good shot here. I told them the cheque was in the post. Well, the light's not brilliant, but it's certainly different, because if you look directly ahead, again through this entrance to Downhill House, and you've got the temple down there, perched precariously on the edge of the cliff. If you look behind it, there's some light on the ocean and clouds behind. It's okay, it's not brilliant, but it's better than nothing. So, I'll take that. So John, what do you make of this light now?
Very difficult to say. It may potentially have a bit more colour to it if the sun comes down below that cloud. Well, it's just a matter of hit and miss, but then again, that's photography, the nature of the game.
It's definitely different than light though, isn't it?
Well, the camera was showing colour in the light there. There was a redness. That depended obviously on the settings of the ISO and the shade, you know.
And I mean, photography, as we've said many times, it is all about light, isn't it?
Yeah.
About having good light.
Light's crucial.
Yeah. Now that's some really nice light looking back towards the house there, and you can see that. I'm sure that John's going to get a really nice capture how lit up the ruins of Downhill House. I'm going to head down though and try and get a shot of the temple, and hopefully towards Inishowen over there. And hopefully it won't get burned out. So, let's have a look. So, coming to the end of a second night here at Downhill in Mussenden, and the question that we asked earlier, what is it that makes a good photograph? Well, there are lots of things that come into play. There's planning, there's preparation, as getting lucky. I mean, 90% of what you do is trial and error. 10%, well, that's when you make out that you're meant to do that. But the light here is really good, and we talked about that. Often people say, that's a great photograph, you must have a great camera. You can take a good photograph with virtually any camera. It's all about getting used to using whatever it is you take photographs with, looking around, going out, trying to try something different, and hopefully coming up with a good result. Well, the conditions are definitely different tonight, and there's something that's even worse. If you see the swallows swooping low along here, there's a reason for that. It's an absolute plague of midges around tonight, all over the place. And turn the camera around. These are the ruins of Downhill House. We will go inside of that and take some shots and compare them to the shots we took the other night. Now, if you ask any landscape photographer what makes a good photograph, the first thing that they would probably say is the light. And we've been chasing the light. This is the third visit here, and it's been mixed, to be honest. The first night was semi-okay. The second night the light was pretty peculiar. Tonight it's a little bit flat, but we'll do a comparison and see what they all look like. And there's John over there, trying his best to capture the light. Good luck, John. So go inside the house now, see what's what. Tonight this will be the third time I've taken this shot, again in very, very different circumstances. But once again, there's not much behind the actual entrance to Downhill House in terms of cloud movement, but we'll give it a go. And don't forget, if you leave a comment below, let us know which of the three you prefer. Thank you. So here's that iconic shot of the temple framed by the doorway with somebody walking across. His check will be in the post. So here's that iconic shot that I spoke about. So here's that iconic shot with the temple framed by the doorway entrance to Downhill House. This is the third time I've tried to take this. Each time I press the record button, somebody has walked across the entrance. So fingers crossed this time. And the shot that I'm going to take is a zoom burst, which basically means that you keep the lens open for about 1.6 seconds and you twist the zoom barrel of the lens and you get a very different feel to the shot. It's almost a sense of movement in there. So if that shot works, here it is. Now this is truly one of the most iconic shots that you can take in Mussenden and Downhill. It's the train emerging from the tunnel from Castle Rock, and it comes through that tunnel, it goes to the one that's beneath me here. It's a shot I've taken many times from both sides of the Black Glen. I've never taken it from this angle before though, so that'll be interesting to see how it works out. So hopefully the train will be on time and we'll get the footage and we'll get the shot. That's it.
But we've had mixed weather over the last 3 nights, so the possibility of a shot tonight possible, but highly unlikely.
It hasn't been great tonight, but
no.
As I said many a time, if you don't go, you don't know.
There's no colour?
No, none whatsoever. But hopefully we'll get the train and that will bring it to a conclusion. And we talked also a bit, didn't we, about planning and preparation being absolutely essential for good landscape photography. Yeah.
Keeping a close eye on the weather forecast is a good idea as well.
And the tide times.
Tide times as well.
Very important if you do coastal photography, as we often do here. But thank you ever so much for your contribution, John. Much appreciated.
Thanks very much, Ken, for inviting me to come along. And
we'll shoot something together before too long.
Hopefully all been well.
And hopefully
it's been fun.
Hopefully the light that we've been chasing for the past 3 nights will be a little bit better.
Yeah, obviously as the summer moves on we should be
Yeah.
hopefully getting better light.
Okay, so thank you folks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time. And here we have the train.